Well, folks, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys all the things I got at the OVAR swap meet. I have to say that I think that this year's haul is an absolutely exceptional one, because I got not only HO scale stuff, but also O scale and N scale stuff, which means there's probably something for just about everyone watching this video. Before I get to actually unboxing this, I also want to quickly say that it really was quite special being at the train show this year and being able to hang out with people like Auto Model Railfan, Nick the Train Nerd, and Eminem Rails. It's just amazing that, through making these videos, I've become part of, the railroading community, and more particularly the local railroading community, and I've got to meet all these people that I otherwise wouldn't know, and I think that's quite special. Anyways, we're going to start off the unboxing here. I'm going to start with the smaller stuff and then work my way to the larger stuff. I just feel like that's a good order to do it in. So we'll start with the smaller stuff, all 15 pounds of it. Anyway, here it all is. The O-scale stuff will remain in this box until we go through this, but there's some really cool stuff in here. I think to sort it all out too, I'm going to go through sort of with what I bought first at the train show and then work my way to what I bought last. So I'll start right here with this little switcher engine. Now, I told you guys in the video where I actually went through the whole train show, the Smith Falls Railway Society was selling model trains for $5 each, $5 per little locomotive like this. And that's a really good deal for an engine, even if it's not working. So I wanted to get a few, but a lot of the engines I already had, so I didn't want to just buy duplicates. So I decided to look for things that I felt were sort of interesting. And this was one of those things, and it's just this little Baltimore and Ohio switcher. I've never really seen one like it. Anyway, this thing was, well, obviously $5, and it's kind of cool. I think it's an RSO. The second thing I bought, and I bought this like literally right after I bought that one, was another switcher engine, and this one I think is even more interesting than that one. It's just this little four-wheeled yellow switcher, and it's all metal. I suspect it was probably made about 50-some years ago. I have no idea if it works or not, but it's just a cool little locomotive. It also doesn't have any branding on it, so I don't know who made it, but whatever the case, I just thought that would be an interesting addition to my collection, so I decided to pick it up. So I'm quite excited about that diesel there. And the third engine I bought from them, this is something that I'm really interested in because it is really unusual. This is a steam locomotive of some kind. I think it's a old Tyco Mantua. I could be mistaken on that. I'm just judging by the whole drive system down here. But anyway, this is just a really cool engine. It's got some nice detail on it. And $5 really is just not a deal you can beat. So yeah, I just got this cool steam engine. So those were sort of the three I bought from there in used condition. The next one I bought is something I've actually been looking for. It's a Canadian National Sharknose, and this thing was going for $10, but I think it was probably worth it because I'm not even sure somebody's ever run this thing before. It's in exceptional condition. I couldn't find a scuff or scratch in the paint. The wheels don't have any scratches on them. Everything looks like it's in perfect condition, so either this thing did not run a lot or it didn't run at all. Whatever the case, it's just a really good deal for something I was looking for. And furthermore, Model Power is a company that, in my experience, they make quite reliable locomotives like this one. So I have confidence buying these old Model Powers just because, I don't see them break too often, and they're not too difficult to work on. They're not the simplest design, but they're reliable. Anyway, I also got another engine. This one's quite similar to the other one. It's not a Sharknose like this one. It's a Sea Liner, and this one definitely has been used. Lots of little scuffs in the paint, but hey, it was $10. I think it's an AHM, and yeah, I just thought that'd be a cool addition to the collection. Now, I also got this engine. I think you guys probably saw that massive kind of New England, all those New England engines, and this was one of them. I think it's an E8, don't quote me on that, I'm not too good with engine types. Anyway, I thought this guy was going to be charging an arm and a leg for this thing. I really wanted it, so I was just like, well, may as well ask him, what the heck. And I asked him, and he said, how's about $25? So I was just sold right there and then. I mean, it's a Concours, which as far as I know is a pretty good make. And it's a really good looking engine, and I already have some main central stuff. And I don't have a lot of these like longer kind of F-unit types, so it's just something that I really wanted to add to the collection, and I'm quite thankful that I was able to get it. Anyway, go through here. I also got this engine right here. This one is a Beall 2, I believe. This thing was really cheap. It was only $1, and it doesn't have its wheels, but the guy says that they're in here. So for $1, why not? It makes a cool project. So those were the HO engines I bought. And now we can get on to the N-scale stuff. And I got some N-scale things which I'm really excited to begin working on. I bought this from the Smith Falls Railway Museum. Just like the HO ones, it was only $5. I think it's an old Bachman engine, although I could be mistaken. It's got a split chassis, as you can see. And yeah, it's just a cool little F-unit. So I thought, hey, what the heck? Let's cough at $5, get a little N-scale F-unit. The other N-scale engine I bought is this thing. It's a Lima CN Cal frame, and I have one of these in HO scale. But I was so surprised to see one in N-scale by the same manufacturer. So I asked the guy, how much do you want for this? And I guess it doesn't, I'm not sure if it works or not, but he only charged me $1 for it. So again, pretty exceptional deal, I think. So I was really excited to get that. And then from Smith Falls Railway Museum, again, they were selling this engine. I think it's a Model Power. This one was $10. I really hope this one runs because after I bought it, I just opened up the box to get a better look at it, and immediately I smelled this kind of like burnt motor smell. So maybe that's just how the box smells, but I mean, it's a lot more likely that that's something happened to the engine, and now it's, you know, made the box smell like that. So hopefully I'm wrong, but I think the motor on this one very well could be done with. This was the box. The Cal frame came with a half a box for some reason. I don't even think it's a box for this engine, but what the heck. And then this thing was something that really was quite special to me. I saw this train, this beautiful old train, in N-scale, and again, I thought they were going to be charging an arm and a leg for this set. I mean, the whole train was being sold there. And I just decided to ask the guy, and he said, how does $10 sound? And I was just kind of blown away, and I guess he was just trying to move it, really, but it really was special being able to get this whole train for $10. I mean, it's just so beautiful, and apparently the engine doesn't work, or if it doesn't work very well, but still, a whole train. So hopefully we can get this thing working well, because I think it would be just a beautiful addition to the N-scale collection. Anyways, that's the HO and N-scale stuff. Now we can get on to the O-scale stuff. Now, last year I bought a great big lot of O-scale stuff from Smith Falls Railway Museum for $10. They were right back at it again this year, so I got this whole box for $10. And they threw in this watchtower for free. And it included these two pieces of, I think it's Hornby O-gauge track. Then this auto carrier, baby Ruth box car. Got a little gondola there, a flat car, a set of buffers. This thing, which is one of the reasons I thought it was cool, this is Hornby O-gauge, I believe, and it looks to be in pretty decent shape. I don't know anything about it, but it sure is kind of pretty, so got that. This was one of the main reasons I bought this lot. It had this dome car in it, Lionel lines. It just has, it's not in the best shape, but it's got some classic feel to it that, I don't know, I kind of couldn't resist, so I decided to get that one. And then the main reason I got this lot was because it included this. It's a little Lionel locomotive. Now, I don't know if it runs or not, and I think part of the reason it was going so cheap is because it's got all this great paint on it. I think someone might have tried to do a custom paint job on it. Can't say it looks the best, but hey, for $10, a locomotive with a tender, that's a pretty good deal. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. With a bit of work, we can make this, I think, a pretty nice looking engine. So anyways, guys, that's all the stuff I bought at the train show. I really am happy with all of it, and I can't wait to start working on all of our new projects. So thank you guys so much for watching.